maximizing the potential of Madagascar under the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. All right, so today we are looking at Madagascar. And here is Madagascar. Madagascar is another very interesting country, surrounded by the ocean, right there in Southern Africa. It's a sub-Saharan African country and also a low-income country, with the capital city being Antananarivo, and 26 million people. Madagascar is just like Lagos in terms of population. But in terms of productivity, Lagos is far, far ahead, because Lagos GDP is over $100 billion. Lagos alone, over $100 billion. Ranking 121, ranking 161 on the ease of doing business, and scoring 47.7. And scoring 47.7%. Scoring 47.7%. If you look at the economic snapshot of this country, here is what we found. Madagascar is surrounded by Indian Ocean and is east of Mozambique. Coastline, which surround the whole country, is 4,828 kilometers. In that country, we have Christians, indigenous African religion, and Muslims. It is estimated that the population of this country will be about 27.5 million by 2021. By 2021. The language is French. And the agri-product produced in Madagascar include rice, sugarcane rather, cassava, sweet potato, milk, vegetable, banana, mango, and tropical fruits. In terms of industry, they have meat processing, seafood processing, soap, beer, leather, sugar, textile, glassware, cement. Mobile assembling plant, production of paper, petroleum, tourism, and mining. Petroleum, tourism, and mining. The income of the country, like I said, is low-income country. And if you have been following this series, you will know now the implication of being a low-income country. The implication of being a low-income country. The implication of that is that the people in that country are going to be in survival mode. And the implication of survival mode is that we will not be able to sell sophisticated products. We'll probably only narrow ourselves on what happened during COVID, what people bought during COVID. what people bought during COVID. 38.5% of the population are in urban centers, which is not bad. Which is not bad. Remember, the implication of this is that if your product is targeting the whole population, there's a lot of work to do to get that product to the rural areas. A country with a low urbanization level will mean more work, more cost in the distribution of the product of the exporter in that market. It's good to know that the literacy level is very high, almost 75%. Almost 75% literacy level. Inflation 5.6%. GDP value $44.4 billion. Household consumption 57.1%. Per capita income, GNI per capita, $520. Now, see household consumption, typically more than 60%. Why? Because the people are basically living for survival. There seems to be a very strong positive correlation between the income of the people and the level of household consumption in that economy. And this is across different economies in Africa. These are across different economies in Africa. The reason why it's a low-income country is because per capita income is below $1,000, 520. Services constitute a good chunk of the GDP, 56.4%. Services constitute a good chunk of the GDP, 56.4%. And you know what? Almost 60% of the population of this country are below 24 years. Almost 60% are below 25 years, rather. A very young population. Very, very, very young population. Working class are about 33%. So if you are selling to anyone in this country, you don't want to leave out the younger population, which is why household consumption vis-a-vis young population vis-a-vis low income are factors to be strongly considered in entering not just Madagascar, and I mean most African countries, not just Madagascar, most African countries. Remember the question I often ask every week: what item do you want to export? Can you export that item? Is there enough demand for the product? Do you have a compelling value proposition that will make that product become interest? You know? Compelling value proposition. Do you understand the target market? Do you have a target market? Do you understand your target market? Can you meet the market price expectation? Do you have a distribution and marketing plan? Do you have the capacity and capability to export the item? Have you investigated payment issues? Can you fund your export drive? Have you completed an export plan? One of the things we try to answer through the executive diploma in export business management and export trade finance is actually those questions I just listed. The executive diploma in export business management and export trade finance helps you to be able to effectively answer these questions. In 2018, Madagascar was the number 129 economy in the world in terms of GDP, number 123 in total export, number 123 in total export, number 140 in import, and number 123 most complex economy in terms of the economic complexity index. This country called Madagascar has its top exports being vanilla, raw nickel, cobalt, knit sweater, and clothes. And its top import being refined petroleum, just like many other African countries. Rice, palm oil, packaged drugs, medicaments, and petrol gas. Destination. Madagascar export more to United States and France and Germany and Japan and China, and import from China, France, UAE, India, and of course, as expected, import from South Africa. Import from South Africa.
To get the full video, check the description or visit www.globaltradecollege.com.